I am Sammy Jackson, a medical assistant trainee. Today I am going to show you how to take the head circumference, chest circumference, and the length of a baby. So, we are going to start with the head circumference. So the first thing you're going to do is wash your hands. So I'm going to use this hand sanitizer right here to wash my hands. And I'm also going to explain to the parent or whoever is with the baby what we are doing. So I will explain today we are going to take your baby's head circumference just to measure to see how big their head is. So what you're going to need is a tape measure, and I am going to be using centimeters for this. So when you have the baby, you can either have them laying down or you can have the parent holding them. We're going to have the baby laying down. So I'm going to go ahead and first put the tape measure underneath their head back here and wrap it around right above the eyebrows. So just right above their eyebrows right here, and then take the other side around, lining it up. So it looks like today we are at 36.5 centimeters. So we're going to go ahead, tell them what they're at, and write that down. So after you have that, you can go ahead and wash your hands if you're done with that, and then document that into the computer. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and do the chest circumference right away as well. So starting with that, you're going to go ahead and wash your hands again. And explain again to the parents what you will be doing. So I would say today we are going to be taking your baby's chest circumference. So for that, you are going to have the baby undressed, so you will ask the parent to do that. For today's sake, I will be undressing the baby, so go ahead and get that off. So now that the baby is undressed, you're going to go ahead and take your tape measure again, and you're going to you're going to use one thumb at 0, put it on the baby's chest. You're going to want to put it above the nipple and then underneath the axillary region. So you're going to use that thumb to hold it on 0 and use your other hand to wrap it around the baby's chest and pull it around. You're also going to want to do this during the baby's normal breathing. You're going to want to make sure you're taking it in between the respirations and in the rest period. So once you feel that you're in between the baby's respiration, you're going to go ahead and see what that is. So it looks like we are at 35 centimeters for that. You go ahead and write that down. And then you would go ahead, wash your hands again, and document that into the chart. But the next thing we are going to do is the baby's length. So you're going to have the baby, and so you'll wash your hands first and explain again to the parent what is going to be happening. So I would tell the parent, we're going to be taking your baby's length today. You are going to make sure they're not wearing any shoes, and also you're going to want the baby to be laying on their back. Some of the length machines that departments have will have a headboard and a footboard. If that's the case, you're going to want to have the parent stand at the end of the headboard and hold their baby's head at the 0 line. And then what you're going to be doing is putting pressure on the baby's leg with your left hand, just holding it in place so the baby's leg is straight, and then taking the footboard and putting it underneath the baby's foot to see what their length is. If you have the headboard but not the footboard, you'll still be holding the baby's leg down and using your right hand to kind of see what that length is. So today, since we don't have the headboard or the footboard, we're gonna go ahead and use our measuring tape for that. So we're gonna make sure the baby's head is at 0. Putting that next to them. So I'm kind of using my hand as a headboard. Putting them at 0, making sure the tape is out. And then again, with my left hand, I'm going to kind of hold the baby's leg and use my hand to measure the length. So we're looking at 47.5 centimeters. So I'm going to write that down. Alright. So then you're going to go ahead and give the baby back to the parents so they can get them dressed. You're going to again wash your hands after you're done with each procedure and document what the baby's head circumference, chest circumference, and length is. So that's all it is to it. Thank you.